All right. So we are now live. All right. Perfect.
No, we're about to be live here in just a second.
Okay.
Okay.
Even better.
Yeah.
All right, we are now live.
Fantastic. Welcome, everyone. Good evening. I'm Sheriff Steve Hinckley. I have the honor to call to order the January 7th, 2021 Board of Commissioners organizational session. Madam Clerk, will you please take the roll?
Commissioner Jake Smith,
Present.
Commissioner Steve Frisbee,
Present.
Commissioner Derek King,
Present.
Commissioner Tommy Miller,
Present.
Commissioner Gary Tompkins,
Present.
Commissioner Kathy Sue Vetty,
Here.
Commissioner Rochelle Hatcher.
Present.
You have quorum.
All right. Thank you. Everyone is present. And if we could all take, let's have a moment of silence for peace for our nation, please.
Mhm. Mhm.
Thank you. And if I could call on Commissioner Hatcher, would you be so kind, ma'am, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I certainly would. Would love to. Are we all ready?
Yep.
I pledge allegiance
allegiance
to the
to
flag
the flag
To the flag
of the
of the United States of America
and
and
to
and
the
to the
republic
republic for
for
which
which
it
for
it
which
stands,
it stands,
one
one
nation,
nation,
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
with
with
liberty and
liberty and justice
justice
for
for
all.
all. Amen.
All right, we've moved down to the approval of the agenda, and we have a motion to approve the January 7th, 2021 Board of Commissioners organizational session agenda as presented.
So moved, Betty.
Support Hatcher.
Okay, I've got moved by Vetty, support by Hatcher. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, Madam Clerk, please take the roll.
Commissioner Smith,
Yes.
Commissioner Frisbee,
Yes.
Commissioner King,
yes.
Commissioner Miller,
Yes.
Commissioner Tompkins,
Yes.
Commissioner Vetty,
Yes.
Commissioner Hatcher.
Yes.
That's 7 yes.
Motion carries. We'll move down to the special order of business, the oath of office. Commissioner oath of office will be administered by the Calhoun County Chief Judge Michael Jacknet. Welcome, sir.
All right, I think I have the mute off here. Can you folks all hear me?
Yes.
All right.
Hi, Judge.
Hello. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Mike Jacknet. I'm the Chief Judge for the Calhoun County Courts. And I've been asked to participate in the ceremonial administration of your oaths of office tonight, and my role will be limited to that important responsibility. I want to congratulate each of you on your elections to the position of Calhoun County Commissioner for the 2021 to 2022 term. Each of you has served as commissioners during the last term of office, and so I believe that each of you are deserving of our appreciation for all the work you have done, especially during the difficult times brought on by the ongoing pandemic. And I know that has not been easy on any of you. I not only want to thank you, the members of the board, for your efforts, but I also would like to thank and acknowledge the members of the Calhoun County administrative team, the other elected officials, and most especially many county employees who have been working on the front lines to provide county services to the public during the pandemic. I also want to take just a moment. I know I'm going rogue here off the script a bit, but I want to take just a moment to acknowledge the retirement of our longtime district judge, Judge Frank Line, who retired at the beginning of the year after, I believe, 33 years of service to the county as a district court judge, and then several years prior to that as an assistant prosecuting attorney. He will be missed by all of us. He's still in the community, and we'll see him, but we will miss him here at the courthouse. Now, I understand that each of you have received your oath of office documents from the county clerk, and I'd like each of you to acknowledge by saying yes. That indicates that you each have signed your oaths. If you could say yes to that, if you have.
Yes.
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 Are there any no's to that? All right. When I administer the oath, I will have you all jointly repeat after me the oath, and then I will individually ask you each for your affirmative response to that oath. Now, at this time, I would ask that all of the commissioners to be sworn, please stand and raise your right hands. And as public testimony to the oaths of office, please repeat after me and then respond by saying yes after your name is called. I do solemnly swear or affirm
Do solemnly
I
swear.
or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
That I will
that I will
support
support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
And the
and the
Constitution.
Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of Calhoun County Commissioner
The
duties of the office of Calhoun County, Michigan,
according to the best of my ability.
According to the
best of my ability.
And representing First District, Kathy Suvetti, do you respond yes?
Yes.
Representing the Second District, Rochelle R. Hatcher, do you respond yes? And I'm sorry, I think that you just went on mute there.
You're muted, Rochelle.
Unmute.
All right, let me ask again, representing the Second District, Rochelle R. Hatcher, do you respond yes?
Yes,
Representing the Third District, Jake W. Smith, do you respond yes?
Yes.
Representing the Fourth District, Steve Frisbee, do you respond yes? And Mr. Frisbee may be on mute as well, or if he is, I didn't hear you, Commissioner.
He looks frozen.
I'm gonna move on from Commissioner Frisbee for a moment, and we'll get back to him. Representing the Fifth District, Derek King, do you respond yes?
Yes.
Representing the Sixth District, Tommy Miller, do you respond yes?
Yes.
Representing the Seventh District, Gary Tompkins, do you respond yes?
Yes.
All right, thank you all, and I would just ask, it looks like we may have lost the feed with Commissioner Frisbee. I don't know if there's somebody who is running the board there.
I think we'll give him a couple seconds here. It was showing his bandwidth was low on the screen and then he disappeared.
It could be Russian interference.
Not to make light of this, but I think you probably still have a quorum, even if he's lost in the internet there somewhere. Yeah.
whoa.
Mr. Dyer, what do
Hi,
you see?
Judge.
I know he's working on it.
Yeah, I think we just waiting is not a problem.
Okay, thank you, sir.
The real question will be whether he's tried to get back online while still having his right hand up. That will be.
It might be difficult.
It'll be worth the wait, right?
Oh, definitely.
I thought he was at his office, but I couldn't really, I guess I don't remember what. Usually that's where he's at.
Well, I tried to call him and I couldn't get an answer either.
I just spoke to him. He's coming back on. He's,
Oh, okay.
he's.
He's-
I think he might be there.
I'm here.
There he is. Okay, we're,
All right. And Commissioner Frisbee, I don't know at what point your feed went out there. Can you tell me what you were last able to hear from us?
Oh, you, Rochelle. My answer, yes.
All right. All right. Well, let me just so we can all hear the response. Representing the 4th District, Steve Frisbee, do you respond yes?
Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
One more time. Can you hear me okay?
I can. Can you hear me now?
Yep. All right. Let me ask this one more time. Representing the 4th District, Steve Frisbee, do you respond yes?
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Thank
I do want to just end my role here today by congratulating all of you on your elections and your oath that you've taken here tonight. And I wish you all the very best as you work together to make the best decisions possible for the good of the residents and the visitors of Calhoun County. So thank you for letting me participate and best wishes to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, and we can move on to the election of the chairperson. The next agenda item is the election of the chairperson for the 2021 to 2022 term, MCL 46-3, and the Board of Commissioners Rules of Procedure provides that the chairperson of the Board of Commissioners shall be elected to a 2-year term. Do I hear any nominations for that position?
I would nominate,
Commissioner Tompkins.
I would nominate Commissioner Frisbee.
Okay, there were two there. The one that there was a bunch of background. The one that was clear, Mr. Tompkins was nominating Mr. Frisbee, and there was one right at the beginning, and I think it was Commissioner Smith.
Nominate Commissioner Tompkins.
Okay, so we have a nomination for Commissioner Frisbee and a nomination for Commissioner Tompkins.
I second the nomination for Commissioner Frisbee, Commissioner Vetty.
a second is not necessary to nomination.
Oh, isn't it? Okay.
No, it is not. It is not necessary.
Okay, and I will call from the floor 3 different times. Do I hear any other nominations? Second, do I hear any other nominations? And third, do I hear any other nominations? There being no further nominations, I'd like to entertain a motion to close the nomination for chairperson.
So move, close.
Second.
Second, Vetty.
Okay. Commissioner King and then Commissioner Smith, I believe was the second there. Are there any discussions? Hearing none. Madam Clerk, please take the roll.
Commissioner Frisbee,
Yes.
Commissioner King,
Yes.
Commissioner Miller,
You're muted.
I got cut off for a second. What are we voting for?
To close the nominations.
Oh, yes.
Commissioner Tompkins,
Yes.
Commissioner Petty,
Yes.
Commissioner Hatcher,
Yes, please.
Commissioner Smith,
Yes.
you have 7 yes.
Motions. The vote for chairperson is by roll call, and each commissioner shall state the name of his or her choice for chairperson. Madam Clerk, please take the roll.
Commissioner King,
Frisbee, please.
Commissioner Miller,
Gary Tompkins.
Commissioner Tompkins,
Commissioner Frisbee.
Commissioner Petty,
Commissioner Frisbee.
Commissioner Hatcher,
Commissioner Steve Frisbee.
Commissioner Smith,
Commissioner Tompkins.
Commissioner Frisbee,
Commissioner Frisbee.
sorry, could you repeat that?
Commissioner Frisbee.
We have 5 for Commissioner Frisbee, 2 for Commissioner Tompkins.
Thank you. Commissioner Frisbee has been elected the chairperson for the Board of Commissioners for the 2021-2022 term. Congratulations, sir.
Thank
We will
you.
move- Thank you. We will move to the election of the vice chairperson. The next agenda item is the election of vice chairperson for 2021 term. MCL 46-3 and the Board of Commissioners Rules of Procedure provides that the vice chairperson of the Board of Commissioners shall be elected to a one-year term. Do I hear any nominations?
I would like to nominate Commissioner Tompkins, and this is Commissioner Vetty.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'd like to nominate Jake Smith.
Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner Miller. All right, I will announce 3 additional times. Do I hear any nominations for this position? Second, do I hear any nominations for this position? And third, do I hear any additional nominations for this position? There being no further nominations, I would entertain a motion to close the nominations for the vice chairperson.
So moved,
So
Tompkins.
moved. Seconded by Vetty.
Okay. Commissioner Tompkins and Commissioner Vetty. It has been moved and supported the nominations be closed for the vice chairperson. Is there any discussions? Madam Clerk, will you please take the roll?
Commissioner Miller,
Jake Smith.
this is just to close.
Yeah, this is just to close the nominations.
Oh, yes.
Commissioner Tompkins,
Yes.
Commissioner Petty,
Yes.
Commissioner Hatcher,
Yes, thank you.
Commissioner Smith,
Yes.
Commissioner Frisbee, here.
I don't think he's here any longer.
You might as well get me out of the way. I vote yes.
Okay, Commissioner King is yes. So, waiting on Commissioner Frisbee, but so far we have 6. Yeah.
I think you can consider that motion to have carried and proceed to the actual vote on nominations.
Fantastic, sir. Thank you. I had a little.
In my
myself.
division.
There he
There he
is.
is. Sure. All right, so we will, the motion carries and the vote for vice chairperson is by roll call, and each commissioner shall state the name of his or her choice for vice chairperson. Madam Clerk, will you please take the roll? Vote.
Commissioner Tompkins,
Commissioner Tompkins,
Commissioner Petty,
Commissioner Tompkins,
Commissioner Hatcher,
Commissioner Smith,
Commissioner Smith,
Commissioner Smith,
Commissioner Frisbee,
Commissioner Tompkins,
Commissioner King,
Commissioner Tompkins,
Commissioner Miller,
Commissioner Smith,
we have 4, Commissioner Tompkins, 3, Commissioner Smith.
Commissioner
Thank you.
Tompkins has been elected the vice chairperson for the Board of Commissioners 2021. All of you, I want to thank you. This is my honor to proceed with this. I want to welcome each and every one of you and congratulate you. Thank you all.
thank you.
thank you.
All right. We shall move into our regular meeting. First up is the approval of, go ahead.
Excuse me, Chair, is Judge Jaconet to swear us in?
Yep, you're right. It's not in the agenda, but I think you're right.
Yep.
I did stick around, so I can do that.
That's awesome.
Let me, I do need to go back and get the oath because I did get rid of that here just a moment. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask that I'm going to do this separately, first with Commissioner Frisbee as board chair and then Commissioner Tompkins as vice chair. I am hearing a noise there in the background. I don't know if you folks can hear me or not.
Yes.
we can hear you, Michael. It sounds like somebody has a phone call coming in, is what it sounds like.
Like a buzz.
Yeah.
Somebody doesn't have their thing on mute and it's buzzing their keyboard.
And it looks like the light that's kind of showing up is Commissioner Frisbee's. While he's working on that, let me just ask Mr. Dyer, my recollection of doing that. Let me see if do I have. Here's Jim. My recollection of doing this part of the oath is I'm simply adding on to the oath that was given the position of chair. Is that correct, Vice Chair?
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct.
All right. Commissioner Frisbee, if you're able to hear me, we're going to start with you first.
Yes.
All right. If you would please stand and raise your right hand and repeat it after me.
Go ahead.
I do solemnly swear or affirm
I do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of that I will faithfully discharge the duty
of the office of Calhoun County Commissioner Board Chair
of the office of Calhoun County Commissioner Board Chair
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
And to Commissioner Tompkins, if you could please stand and raise your right hand.
Yes, sir.
And if you'll repeat after me. I do solemnly swear or affirm
I do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the
of
duties
the office of Calhoun County Commission Vice Chair
of the office of Calhoun County Commissioner, Vice Chair,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And thank you all again.
Thank you.
I mean, maybe the vice chair gets to run his first meeting.
Now, it appears to me that Commissioner Frisbee was in, well, he wasn't
Oh,
in
there he's back.
the list. I think he's back.
Here we go. It's give him another minute here. All right, I think we're at a point where we'll see whether he can come back. You want to wait another moment, or you want to move on?
Is that-
Nope, there he is.
Jim, put your computer on
He's
mute.
having issues. Would you like to move on, folks? Okay.
Gary?
Yes.
I'm just, my connection tonight is off the charts bad. So if I lock up, just take over.
I will do so. Yep.
All right?
Yep.
All right, we'll move along. And thanks everybody for your support, and to Judge Jackinet and Sheriff Hinckley for getting us through the first part of the meeting. Greatly appreciate it. Well, can I have a motion to approve the minutes of the December 17, 2020 Board of Commissioners regular session?
So moved, Tompkins.
Support Betty.
Have a motion and support Tompkins and Betty. Is there any discussion? Madam Clerk, please take roll.
Commissioner Betty,
Yes.
Commissioner Hatcher,
Yes, please.
Commissioner Smith,
Yes.
Commissioner Frisbee,
Yes.
Commissioner King,
Yes.
Commissioner Miller,
Yes.
Commissioner Tompkins.
Yes.
Yep, 7 yes.
Motion carries. Next is citizens' time. I don't have the script in front of me. If you wish to call in, follow one of the numbers. Your time is limited to 3 minutes. Your comments are limited to county business.
Mr. Chair, would you like me to read it? I do have it in front of me.
If you have, that was good.
Yes, sir. All right, the next item on the agenda, excuse me, is citizens' time. During citizens' time, the board chair shall recognize any person wishing to address the board. A person recognized by the chair shall call and state his or her name and community of residence. A person may address the board only once on the same matter during each period set aside for citizens' time on the agenda, and only on matters that are relevant to county government. The chair shall control the length of time for each person shall be allowed to speak, which shall not exceed 3 minutes, and shall not allow negative personal comments. Please mute your TV or computer when calling in, as the background sound will generate feedback. Please note that there is approximately a 30-second delay between the live meeting and the YouTube feed. There you go, Chair.
Thank you. Is there anyone who would like to address their commissioners? Thank you. Is there anyone that'd like to address their commissioners? Is there anyone that would like to address their commissioners? Is there anyone in the queue?
No, no one's in the queue.
Okay, we'll move along. Elected appointed county officials comments. Anyone that would like to address us tonight? Prosecutor Gilbert.
Hey, I just wanted to say welcome back, folks, and Happy New Year.
Thank you. You too. Clerk Hinckley.
Thank you, Chair. Happy and peaceful New Year to each one of you on the board and to any of the public that may be on here as well. The clerk and register of deeds and the circuit court offices are looking forward to servicing the great citizens of Calhoun County this year. We are working on several projects for 2021 in both offices to better serve the public. And I invite each of the commissioners to visit our office anytime to observe how our office operates. We're always open to having you come in and may ask questions or see how things are run. And otherwise, congratulations to each one of you on the board for your election, and board chair and vice chair Frisbee and Tompkins, congratulations to you as well. I hope we have a wonderful year. Thank you.
Thank you. And it's always nice to hear about looking for ways to improve. So we appreciate that.
Chair Frisbee,
Yes,
can I make a quick comment around?
absolutely.
I just would like to thank Kim Hinckley and for everything that she does. What a wonderful job she's done, and for working around everyone's schedule to get us all sworn in separately. She's amazing, and we're so fortunate to have her.
Very selfless. Anybody else that would like to address the commissioners tonight? All right, we'll move on. And we have consent agenda with one item on it. We have a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
So moved, Betty.
Support, Hatcher.
Betty and Hatcher. Is there any discussion? Madam Clerk, please take the roll.
Commissioner Hatcher,
Yes, please.
Commissioner Smith,
Yes.
Commissioner Frisbee,
Yes.
Commissioner King,
Yes.
Commissioner Miller,
Yes.
Commissioner Tompkins,
Yes.
Commissioner Betty.
Yes.
You have 7 yes.
Motion carries, and special thanks to everybody in administration who worked on that. Those are not easy contracts. Very detailed, very extensive, so it takes a lot of time, and we appreciate the efforts there. We have any special committee or workshop board reports today? Commissioner Betty.
Thank you, Chair Frisbee. I was trying to figure out how to raise my hand without just raising my hand. I just wanted to let everyone know that with Summit Point, we met on Tuesday for our first board meeting of the new year. And we had a brand new board member join us, Brandon McKinney. He works for HelpNet. He is a counselor there. And he did a really nice job, and it was great to have him. So I just wanted to introduce that. And I know Kelly has some more information around Summit Point in her report, so I will not double duty it. So thank you very much.
Okay. Anybody else tonight? We have no unfinished business. We'll move on to new business, and I'll turn it over to County Administrator Controller Kelly Scott.
Mr. Chair, also want to welcome all the commissioners back for the beginning of the new year and the new term. Also looking forward to working with our new Water Resources Commissioner, Ron Smith, and our new judge, Michelle Richardson. And congratulations to Commissioner Frisbee for your reelection as chair. Looking forward also to working with our new vice chair, Gary Tompkins. Congratulations. Some of the items coming up that we do at the beginning of every new term, over the next month or so, we'll be working on the list of, I think it's 50 boards and committees that the Board of Commissioners appoints to. So that will be a project we'll need to take on soon. And then also we've got the, on tonight's new business agenda, the meeting schedule for next year. Of course, from an operational standpoint, we are still operating basically as we have from the beginning of July, with the Justice Center closed to walk-ins, the other buildings open to the walk-ins for public, and a lot of our offices still requiring appointments. All of the buildings still requiring masks and restricting gatherings, and a lot of our employees, the majority of our employees working remotely. So we will watch next week when the MDHHS order restricting those gatherings is potentially extended. It is set to expire on the 15th. We expect that to be extended. So we'll watch that and also continue to get advice from our Joint Operations Center and from our health officer so that we can continue to evaluate county operations and hopefully get to a point where we can get back to meeting in person as a Board of Commissioners. When we do that, we'll have a nice new audiovisual system and commissioner voting system in the board chambers, so that will be exciting. And we'll also look forward to some sort of orientation or board building exercise over the next couple of months. I just have a couple board and committee reports to add on to Commissioner Betty's report about the Summit Point Board. We also received updates to our annual quality assessment performance improvement plan. And also Summit Point has a really nice emergency succession plan should our CEO, Jeannie Goodrich, become unavailable for any reason. We also continue to contract for financial services with Raymond Robson. There are a lot of things coming down from the state level that have a big impact on Summit Point's finances, as well as converting software systems and other major projects through this next fiscal year. And also moving forward on the relocation of Summit Point operations to the new College Street property. We approved engaging a firm to do professional engineering and design services for that location. And then the Marshall Community Credit Union Board of Directors met on December 21. We approved the 2021 budget and performance goals. And also the Credit Union Board is getting ready, actually starting next Monday, to get some diversity, equity, and inclusion training sessions over the next several months. And then finally, internally for the county, our HR Labor Relations Director, Kim Archambault, and I had one of our monthly union leadership roundtable meetings on December 21st, right before Christmas. We updated that group on a few projects, one of which is consolidating the 457 retirement savings plan over the next several months. And then plans for training and support for our supervisors and employees to help make sure that we're continuing to be successful as we all work remotely. We also updated them and want you to know that we have made changes to our temporary health emergency response leave policy. That policy was put in place way back in March in response to the COVID pandemic, and it was in response to the federal expansion of the Family Medical Leave Act to require us through the end of December of last year to grant paid leave time for employees that were affected by COVID and also that needed to care for their children because of the school closures. Part of that act did expire at the end of December. We have chosen to continue with most of those provisions other than the child care leave provision, mainly because there are other accommodations that our departments have put in place already, such as reduced hours, working remotely, et cetera. So we have updated that policy to extend the time without using paid time off for COVID-related leaves. And then also we've added incentive for our employees to get vaccinated. And if they need to take any time off to do that or in response to their vaccine, that is now included in our emergency leave policy. So that concludes my report, and we have a very short new business agenda for tonight, which is very typical for the first meeting of the year. And that is important item 12B1, actually 13B1, the approval of the 2021 Board of Commissioners meeting schedule. It is the same as we have recommended in previous years, which is the first and third Thursday of the month, with a few exceptions. In April, we are required to hold the equalization session on a Tuesday, and it's a specific Tuesday. This time it falls on April 13th. That would be the only meeting in April. There are only one meeting in the month of July, basically due to the July 4th holiday. So the meeting in July would be July 15th. So all of the other meetings are first and third Thursday of the month.
All right, may I have a motion to approve the 2021 Board of Commissioners meeting schedule as presented?
So moved, Smith.
Support, King.
Smith and King, is there any discussion? Madam Clerk, please take the roll.
Commissioner Smith,
Yes.
Commissioner Frisbee,
Yes.
Commissioner King,
Yes.
Commissioner Miller,
Yes.
Commissioner Tompkins,
Yes.
Commissioner Petty,
Yes.
Commissioner Hatcher,
Yes, please.
7 yes.
Motion carries. All right. Next is citizens' time. A reminder that the same rules apply as the first citizens' time. You'll be limited to 3 minutes and no negative personal comments. Is there anyone that would like to address your commissioners? Is there anyone that would like to address their commissioners? Anybody in the queue?
No one in the queue right now.
All right, one last time, anybody who would like to address their commissioners? All right, we'll move on. Commissioners' time. Anybody who'd like to speak tonight?
Mr. Chair, if I could, please.
Commissioner Tom, let's go ahead.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. First of all, I want to take an opportunity to thank my colleagues as I am very much appreciative and humbled by your support for Vice Chair. I will conduct myself with the highest level of integrity and work hard to live up to the expectations that have been laid for the foundation of the position. For those of you that decided not to support me for Vice Chair, I will work hard to earn your trust and respect as we move forward. You know, communication is the cornerstone of effective leadership. And with that being said, I want to hear each of your concerns, the issues that you find important, and entertain solutions for all of those concerns that we may potentially have. You know, and even though each of us serves individual districts in the county, all of us are working for the good of all of Calhoun County and its 140,000 residents. You know, how we lead is what defines us. Working with Chair Frisbee, the administration, and you, my fellow colleagues, we can set the standard of leadership with integrity, professionalism, and what all of our constituents expect. And I'll leave you with two quotes this evening. First one from Ronald Reagan, it states, "The greatest leaders are not necessarily the ones who does the greatest things. They are the ones that gets the people to do the greatest things." And then a quote from John Wooden, "The most powerful leadership tool you have is your own personal example." And again, I just want to thank each and every one of you and your colleagues for your support, and I look forward to a great 2021. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Vice Chair. Anybody else?
Yes, Chair Frisbee.
Commissioner Hatcher.
Thank you. Thank you. I would like to take this time again to thank you for your time and your leadership in the past 2 years and the years going forward. And I also would like to take this time to just a special thank you to Commissioner Vetty for her time. She's actually was our vice chair and nominated another commissioner for her seat. And I think that's awesome. Women are just, we're just great. Anyway, it's just, yes, the greatest thing God ever created. But I would like to also take the time to thank her for her leadership these past 2 years during this term. It was really great. And I think that it was really awesome of her to take the time to also nominate someone else for her spot. And although I know she will still be on the commission with her, it is great sitting beside her and being there with her. So I just wanted to let her know that. I also wanted to thank Sheriff Hinckley, and we have so many new people, but Sheriff Hinckley and Kimberly Hinckley also for their support and their help. And I just look forward to working with you guys again during this next term. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Anybody else?
Chair Frisbee.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Rochelle. That is very sweet of you. I do appreciate that. And I do want to say a huge thank you to all of you for supporting me in the past. I have had the, it's been really wonderful to be the vice chair. I've had the opportunity to serve for several years now, and I felt like it was time to allow someone else and step aside and say, you know, this is leadership and this is learning. And I know Gary's going to do a wonderful job. I'm very excited about that. I think that he's got a lot of opportunities ahead of him, and I know he'll do a really nice job. And so I have very much enjoyed serving in that capacity, and I'm looking even more forward to learning more from Gary.
Anybody else? All right, I'll finish up comments with yesterday's events in Washington, D.C., which I think shocked every one of us and should have shocked every one of us. I think we don't know who perpetrated all of these events yesterday and tried to shake a nation to its core. They were successful for a few minutes, but they really didn't accomplish anything. And I was proud that Congress came back and finished their job. So to those who perpetrated it, it didn't work. We're strong. We'll survive. We'll move ahead. And we look forward to moving ahead in the future and see what happens in this great nation. So thank you.
Mr. Chair, may I have one more? I apologize. I kind of blacked out there and came back in, if that's possible. And again, I just want to reiterate the fact is certainly Commissioner Vetty, thank you for your leadership, certainly, and your willingness. I certainly will try to do my best to live up to those expectations. And as Commissioner Hatcher indicated, you're right. Females are the best, no question about it. And we certainly appreciate that, no question. So again, thank you very much. Very gracious of you. Thank you.
Your mother agrees, Commissioner.
Yeah, I was just going to say, well, while we're in the mood of giving all this honor to women, I have a statement also too. Another one, there is a female writer that said, they say that it's a man's world, but you cannot prove that by me. So.
All right.
Toss that one back out there at you guys.
We're gonna have Vice Chair Tompkins use that.
Oh, yes.
Exactly.
Anybody else want to speak tonight? Does your accompaniment want to speak, Commissioner King?
Actually, he's been waiting. She's been waiting patiently.
Oh.
Very patiently.
Bring your dog to work night. So that's awesome.
Oh my God. She's a powerful woman too.
Yeah.
There you come here, sausage. We're gonna.
Yeah. All right. We'll move on.
Here's another little girl who wants to say hi.
Oh.
She's a sausage.
Yes, she is. All right, we'll move on to claims payable. Can I have a motion to approve claims payable from December 11th, 2020 through December 29th, 2020 in the amount of $3,313,125.24.
So moved, Betty.
Support, Smith.
Betty and Smith, is there any discussion? Madam Clerk, please take the roll.
Commissioner Frisbee,
Yes.
Commissioner King,
Yes.
Commissioner Miller,
Yes.
Commissioner Tompkins,
Yes.
Commissioner Vetty,
Yes.
Commissioner Hatcher,
Yes, please.
Commissioner Smith.
Yes.
It's 7 yes.
Motion carries. Any announcements tonight? Commissioner Miller?
Yeah. I just want to announce that the passing of John LaForge on January 5th, early in the morning. Great man. He's done a lot of work around Marshall, a little excavating outfit. His family owned Louis Bakery. His son runs it now. Great man. He was always up to the fair since I can remember. Always up there donating his equipment and his time. He'll be really missed. So.
You recently had elections at the fair as well, right?
What's that?
Did the fair board have elections as well?
They had the elections, and then they somehow, with the state rules, I'm not sure exactly what was, but it wasn't right. So then we had another meeting down to the fairgrounds underneath the arena, but everybody tuned into their car to the radio station to listen to them. And they elected to postpone everything until April. Hopefully they can have an in-person session.
Very well. All right. Anybody else? All right. Well, and thank you for your support tonight. And this meeting is adjourned.
All right. Thank you, folks. Have a great evening.
Everyone